What's up, everyone? It is 3 questions and a song. My computer is dinging at me. 3 questions and a song, episode number 104. And I just realized I forgot to ask Tom how to pronounce his last name, so I am not even going to mess that up. I'm just going to bring him up on the screen. Tom, how do you say it?
My last name is Metheney.
Okay.
All right.
See, here's the thing.
Shut up, John.
See, the problem is that I love that I can say that, I used to teach Spanish, and E's are pronounced A's in Spanish. And when I see it next to an N, I always want to say A.
It's all good. I've gotten every pronunciation you can think of.
I avoid his last name too. It's okay.
Well, also keep in mind, my last name is Damiano. And
yeah.
People that have known me my whole life can't say it. So
I avoid his last name as well.
Kindergarten must have been rough.
Well, when in kindergarten there were 3 of us, so we were good. And none of us were. There was Janine, Keith, and I. And then in high school there were 5 of us in homeroom.
Wow.
That sounds rough.
I thought I grew up small town village.
Well, right where my parents live, like 2 blocks away, they call it the homestead. That's like, all these brothers bought houses by their dad, and they're like it was my grandfather's brother and his kids.
Oh man.
And coincidentally, his kids were in homeroom with me. Anyway, I was going, what does this have to do with music? I don't know.
Or nothing at all.
Okay, anyway, let's try and get back on track here. So this is 3 questions and a song, the podcast and radio and TV show. Yes, all of that. Where the title says it all, except it doesn't, because we never ask just 3 questions. We do usually only play 1 song, though. But not always. All right, so I really don't know much about what you do. I tried to find it online, and it doesn't really tell me anything. So you need to fix that.
I've heard.
I'm trying to work on him.
That's why I hired John.
Yeah.
But that also means that you can say whatever you want and nobody will know if it's real or not because they can't find it.
We'll change it tomorrow.
We're going to watch the playback and go, all right, so we said this, so this has to change, and this has to change.
All right, so I'm going to, John has been on my shows a few times, so he's wise to what I'm about to hit you with.
That's okay. He hasn't briefed me about anything.
I told him I haven't been on this show. I know there's at least 3 questions.
It's never 3. And there's supposed to be a question from the previous guest, except I keep forgetting to ask the previous guest to ask a question.
See, I warned him about that too.
Yeah, someday we'll get back to what it's supposed to be. But
cool.
In the meantime, let's start off with an important question. What is the best pizza that you've had because you're a musician?
Because I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go West Side Bowl in Youngstown.
Yeah.
Their pizza is fantastic, and it definitely comes with being a musician. So, yeah, West Side Bowl.
They have a pierogi pizza, so, all us Yinzers love it.
Don't lump me in with you.
Have you done the pierogi pizza before?
No. There's probably a good reason why, and it's because I'm not a Yinzer. But
we just need some kielbasa and we'd be all right,
See here, John, I'm going to give you a tip. We do this at the pub in Apollo all the time. You get them to brush the underside of the crust, like the part that's on the pan, with garlic butter.
Ooh.
And then add sausage.
To the underside or to the top?
To the top. Sausage is on top.
Right.
The garlic butter is on the bottom.
Details.
That would be hilarious. Go ahead, do it that way, John. See what happens.
We're gonna get a random Facebook message that
Yeah.
says, "Don't do that."
Don't do that, yeah. From Nate.
Sausage crust pizza.
So the West Side Bowl is a bowling alley, correct?
Yes.
Yes, with
I've
two
never been there,
stages.
but
They have an upper stage that is part of the bowling alley, and then they have the basement stage.
Played both, surprisingly. Usually the basement.
Yeah, the
Underground, same
basement's
for me.
the only place I've ever played. I have not been lucky enough yet to play on the bowling alley. So
Yeah, they
so
they
the
took
stage
out
is
the-
actually on the alley.
Yeah. Yeah, he took out a couple lanes, I think 4 or 5, and then they built the stage out of old bowling lane and then even like a drum area and everything. It's drum riser. It's pretty fancy.
As a photographer, what's the lighting like there? That's important to me.
Well, the stage looks great, and then outside the stage is pretty dark. But the people you need to take the photos of, you'll get. It's fantastic.
Good, because that's my biggest complaint when bands they're like, "Come out and take pictures of us," and I come out, and I'm like, "It's pitch black."
That would be most.
that's
of the places
all
we
you
play.
need to see. That's all you need to see. You don't need to see us.
Yeah.
Come take pictures of my shadow, because that's what it looks like. Anyway,
that'd be more so the downstairs. I mean, they have some lights, but it's very underground, grunge, basement, home. Like a house show kind of feel downstairs.
is it like the Fallout shelter? Another place I've never been, but
Ball Shutter's got a really nice area, but it's a kind of similar thing. You're down in the basement, punk rock, except for the Fallout Shelter. Since it's PA, they have a cigar lounge, which is fancy.
he's going to start taking notes on where you have to book him now.
I've only played there once. I had a great time with a bunch of punk bands with 3 vultures, but
all right. So Dave Grohl. Who is your Dave Grohl? By that I mean, who do you want to go up on stage with and perform one of their original songs? Because he pulls people up on stage with the Foo Fighters all the time.
Man, I gotta go with, and this is gonna sound weird because I typically play a lot more country music, but I'm gonna go with Bruce Springsteen. I like to work some of his stuff into our sets, and it drives John and one of our other buddies that plays with us. It drives Cole crazy too, because we're playing to people that are younger than us, and they're like, "What is this?"
yeah, nothing like breaking out Youngstown,
Atlantic City, Downbound Train.
Not even the hits that people know. Come on.
Correct. If you're playing off of Nebraska and the Ghost of Tom Joad, I can't help you.
John, you have an answer for that?
Do I have an answer for that?
Oh wait, pause. Is that a Common Crown hat?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
I wear it almost
go ahead.
daily. Oh, I should probably think of a different answer that I've given you before. My Dave Grohl, who I want to get on stage and play with. Someone easy so I don't look like a fool up there behind the kit, because we know I can't play. I'd love to play probably Black Label Society. That's my favorite band, so
That'd be a sweet show.
and then Zach's guitar could just solo, so I don't look like a terrible drummer back there.
Tom, if you could sit down with any songwriter in the history of the world and write a song, who would you want to write a song with?
Probably Dean Dillon. He's a guy that wrote a handful or several handful of George Strait #1s. Got his start. The first song he ever had cut was Unwound by George Strait. So, I mean, that guy's written so many fantastic songs.
I'm trying. George, what was the name of that movie?
Pure Country.
Yes, thank you. Thankfully, my wife's not in the room.
She either loves it or she hates it.
No. Cross My Heart was
okay,
yes.
yeah.
was our wedding song, and I couldn't
Oh,
remember the name of the movie.
I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, and that's
Now that is on tape, unfortunately.
God,
it's okay. You got rescued. You got rescued by a guy that owns it on VHS, DVD, and digitally.
Oh, geez.
So don't worry. And
I knew the song title. I get some points, right?
Right, exactly.
Yes. The thing that matters most is that you have the song. The movie is large, even as a fan, is largely irrelevant because the best acting in that is two Hollywood actors trying to teach George Strait how to rope a cow. A man who hosts his own team roping competition doesn't know how to rope. That's the best scene, the best acting in the whole film.
John, have you seen that movie?
No.
Up until 2 minutes ago, John didn't know it existed.
Yeah, probably. It
I've
sounded familiar.
seen it a lot.
Now I'm gonna have to go and watch it, and then my wife can be mad at me because you guys made me watch it.
You can tell her it was a homework assignment.
Our radio host and his lead singer told him he has to watch this.
So I stole this from Mark Madden. I know
Ooh.
John knows who he is. I don't. Okay.
WCW Pittsburgh, man.
Yeah.
Come on, wrestling, football.
I grew up listening to a lot of Michael Stanley on the radio, so
Hey, you know
that
John
should tell
Madden,
you.
right?
That should tell you everything you need to know. Is I grew up listening to Michael Stanley.
All right. So the question is, if you could sit down to dinner and eat dinner with any 4 people, alive or dead, who would you want to have dinner with? But I tweak it so for 2 reasons. 1, so he can't sue me because I said that I stole it, and 2, because this is a music show and his isn't. One of them has to be a musician.
Man, who would want to sit down and eat dinner with me? That's the.
And one of them you have to pick Dave Grohl so that we can get him on Bill's show.
That's right.
I mean, it'd be fantastic because at least he is from Ohio, so we have that going for us. Even though he grew up in the greater DC area,
right?
So yeah, we'll go with Dave Grohl because I think that would be fascinating.
He still hasn't answered me, John.
I tried.
Listen, we can do this in every episode. We can you can save this and just use this as a recurring clip.
No. Every episode I ask this
Actively
Dave Grohl question,
yes,
trying to get his attention. I used to tag him and tag people that there's a video of him with Brian Johnson, and I tagged Brian Johnson and said, "Hey, how do you get Dave Grohl to answer you?" And Brian Johnson ignored me.
Gotta know a publicist somewhere.
Well, I even emailed his management and they ignored me.
Let's see. All right, we went. Dave Grohl is 1. I will go. Bruce Springsteen is 2. This is worse than I thought.
Well, you picked 2 musicians. Now you can pick anybody.
Yeah. Joe Thomas. I gotta get that in. Listen, get out of here with that crap. I'm not a Yinzer like the rest of you. Gosh. And I got a sports guy. I got 2 music guys. Tom Clancy. There we go. Tom Clancy rounds that out.
I'm supposed to pick a golfer.
I have nothing meaningful to contribute to that dinner conversation other than congratulations for being good at that.
I had one person answer that question, and they included Jesus and Hitler.
Whoa.
At the same table?
At the same table. And I couldn't I can't
bold.
fathom how that
It's
conversation
bold,
would go.
Yeah,
Right.
no, not well, because Jesus probably would have turned and looked at him and goes, "You got the whole thing wrong, man. You missed so far about what this is."
Hey guys, we're gonna take a short break, and on the radio podcast side, we're gonna listen to your song. I'll get around to it. We're gonna talk about it when we come back. On the video side, you guys are gonna get to watch a commercial and concert calendar with Bonnie Diver, who is on 3WS Radio and iHeart in Pittsburgh. And we'll be right back.
Your music featured with the best of Pittsburgh's local artists? Music from the 412 is seeking bands and solo artists from Pittsburgh and beyond for our channel and exclusive shows. Simply visit musicfromthe412.com and look for our submission form under the Contact tab. Whether you're looking for an interview, feature, concert promotion, or airtime for your latest song or music video, Music from the 412 has you covered. Get exposure for your music today.
It's Bonnie Diver with Music from the 412 and your concert calendar. Coming up on Thursday continues Thunder Thursdays. That is a series that's going on at the Pittsburgh Shrine Center. This Thursday will be the Shelley Duff Band. Coming up on Thursday at McCandless Crossing, it's a series of music that goes on from 6 until 8. Curtis and the Shakers will be playing. Friday night, the Matt Brandy Band's going to be playing up on Mount Washington. Check them out at Monterey Bay. Saturday, Shot of Soul will be at the Sports Grill in Cranberry starting at 7. And on Saturday, it's the Brookline Breeze Fest that's going on. That's from 10 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. Saturday and Sunday, big show coming up. The Four Chord Festival is happening. That's at the Washington Wild Things Park. Saturday night in the Ambridge area, check out Jimmy Miller and the Free Fall Dance Band. That's at the Filipino American Club of Ambridge. Friday through Sunday, 3 days of music. The 22nd Heritage Music Blues Fest. That's in Wheeling. They've got national acts including Joe Louis Walker and Tinsley Ellis, and a lot of local and regional bands playing too. Find out more at heritagemusicfest.com. And Cindy Stock's going to be coming up on August the 18th and August the 19th, a Friday and Saturday night. That's up in the Wexford area. Benefits local cancer groups, including a group that I lead, Hairpiece Charities. Henry Diltz, the Woodstock photographer, will be there on Friday with his slideshow and stories about the album covers that he did photos for. Crosby, Stills and Nash, James Taylor, the Eagles, and so many more. Saturday, all-day music starting at 4. Includes a dinner buffet. Find out more at cindystock.org. That's your concert calendar. I'm Bonnie Diver with Music from the 412.
10 Band TV is your network for live and on-demand sports, concerts, and more direct to your living room. Catch up on the latest regional sports highlights or catch a concert from the comfort of your own home. You can even stream Music from the 412 anytime to your TV, internet, or smart device. 10 Band TV is free and streaming daily to Western PA and surrounding regions. Learn more at 10band.tv.
Hey guys, John Vento with the Needs Hotel Band coming to you in support of Music from the 412. The dream of my man Rocky. He put this whole thing together, and the entire Pittsburgh music community is a huge part of it. Support Music from the 412. Check them out everywhere. They're all over social media. They're all over the internet. They're all over YouTube. Music from the 412.
So, funny story about why John disappears and the Music from the 412 thing pops up and then he comes back up on the screen. He said a social media site that we're not on.
Oh, that's good. That's smart.
Which is funny because we're on like everything, and he
Right.
found one that we weren't on. Okay, so I'll get around to it. Tell me about that song. You can tell me about something that happened when you were recording it, something that happened on stage that would be interesting to talk about. The pizza you ate while you were recording it. Whatever you want.
Definitely no pizza involved. The funniest part of it is probably how it came about. was sitting on my buddy's tour bus in his dad's driveway. We're trying to write a song. It was the first time I'd ever sat down and tried to write anything. And I'm super fortunate to have written it with a couple really fantastic Nashville songwriters in Styles Howery and James Kelly. We're sitting in the back part of the bus and we're trying to come up with, a title, just something to get us going. And his wife came back to where we were sitting and had something that she wanted him to do. And he just kind of looked at her and said, well, listen, babe, I'll get around to it. So the whole thing just kind of ended up writing itself. I mean, it's got some hobbies. It's got experiences that if you're married in a very committed relationship of any sort, you completely understand, the whole, if I don't get this done, what's going to happen to me when I get home? Or when she gets home or when they get home.
Got it.
But yeah, when you're too busy not watching Pure Country,
He has no idea how great that movie is.
Next time we're on the show, I'll make sure that I at least watched it in the background at some point.
We'll just have it playing on a TV behind us and we have to black it out because we don't own the rights to any of that. And we can't afford to pay George. We can't afford to pay any of the actors, and we can't afford to pay Steven Dorff for the soundtrack.
Although,
see, now you went too far. Who?
So the most comical thing I found out of his soul story is that he said he sat down to write up music. I haven't seen him sit down to write music yet, man. He brought me in and we ain't wrote nothing.
It's been a rough couple months trying to get that going, but we're finally starting to iron out some of the time to do this.
He's gonna blame me like as if I had another kid or something,
Yeah, it turns I'm gonna leave that one there. Because I like your wife. I think she's really fantastic and I can't set that. Nope. I'll pass on that one.
What is something that's happened on stage that embarrassed you? And it doesn't have to be something that you did. It could be something that someone else did. It could be in this band, a different band. Just I'm looking for something funny.
Let's see. What's happened in our band? Was it the time that Cole was taking that shot and slid shot glass right off the table right in front of us and it just shattered into 100 pieces? He thought this gal that he was taking shots with in a group of people that we knew thought that she was going to catch the shot glass and he slid it across the table, except that didn't happen. It just went everywhere.
Whoops.
Yeah, big whoops. Fortunately, the bar back and that was over on that side and the wait staff, they're all really like us. So we dodged a pretty serious bullet there. But somewhere else where they don't know us as well and don't know how those shows go, it might not have been so good.
So you just made me think of it. This week, yesterday, I think it was yesterday. There's a band in Pittsburgh called Disease of the Mind, and they were supposed to play at the Hard Rock Cafe. And apparently corporate went and looked at their Facebook page and watched some videos and canceled them.
Well, we're not there yet, so we got that going for us.
This is why we keep our stuff mysterious.
Yeah. Because I'm just really bad at social media, and that's just the God's honest truth. Yeah.
Now I am sponsoring, I as in Build the Scene, and Build the Scene Music from 412 and First Angel Media are sponsoring a show that Disease of the Mind is on September 23rd. I hope I have that date right, at the Sub Alpine. It's a big metal show. And the reason I'm assuming that they got their show canceled is because they do this fake fighting thing at the end of their shows.
Awesome.
And like, yeah.
Oh, John would be perfect for that. Send him.
Yes.
He does fake fighting for fun.
And it doesn't look fake in the videos. So
right. I've done that at a show. It was a Halloween show. I dressed up as McFoley and gave a guy a DDT right on stage.
Now, see, now I have to tell you, there's another Pittsburgh band called the Slobber Knockers that you want to check out. They are a punk band, and all of their songs are written about wrestling.
Well, that's kind of sounds like V Trigger. Up in like Cleveland area. We played it with them a few times at the shack where I wrestle, and they do a lot of covers of wrestling songs, and they used to wrestle in the middle of their set. Like they would play hardcore basement shows and hit each other with chairs and all the fun, great chaos.
Their singer and a guitarist both wear luchador masks. So
that's awesome.
And all right, so we have like 3-ish minutes to go here. We should probably mention where you guys can be found online. That will be updated by the time I upload this to Roku in 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, absolutely. For my music, you can find me on Facebook with Tom Metheney. To avoid confusion with my personal page, the photo is me playing guitar. That should help. Instagram is Tom_Metheney music. And we definitely need to get some more posts and stuff up there. I'll get around to it. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. I know those off the top of my head. I'll have to get a hold of my producer and find out more information about where we did put it. Because Spotify and Apple is about the only place that I know I can find it.
I think it was through DistroKid. So
yeah.
Oh, so it's like all over the place.
Yeah, it's pretty much anywhere you can find music.
Cool. Oh,
unless your producer just limited the choices, but if you went through DistroKid, they put it everywhere.
Yeah, no, Jay went through DistroKid, so it probably did go everywhere. Yeah. Okay.
That's how I found it.
Listen, when I first helped set up Three Vultures website, John wasn't very good at this stuff either. So
that's out the bag now.
I mean, he took it over and he's done really well with it. But
yeah, I probably should look at it around again. Yeah, I did it so well that we broke up.
I didn't say he was a good band member. I said
he didn't do bad as a semi-pro kind of half-ass webmaster.
Yeah. See, now I just get convinced Tom to get a band name here and the rest of the band. Yeah. I'm the only guy who wants to stick around, apparently. Jeez.
Easy now.
Maybe you were the reason that you're the only one 6.
That is probably very possible.
The headline for this is going to be singer fires drummer after a disastrous radio interview.
Hey guys, we have about 30 seconds, so I'm going to give you this question. If you were given 30 seconds on national TV to talk about your band, what would you tell them?
We're a really great time. We like to party when we play. We definitely like to bring a lot of energy, and we at least let our drummer have a cajon solo.
That is true. And a microphone, live mic.
Yeah, we let him sing. It's really great.
That might have been the same acting that you were talking about earlier. It's really great.
Man.
Hey guys, this has been episode number 104 of 3 Questions and a Song. You can find us on the 1st and 15th of the month. Make sure you go to buildthescene.com, firstangelmedia.com, musicfromthe412.com, and facebook.com/ Come on, I'm avoiding the last name.
Tom Metheney music. There we go.